Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So, CPI data out the way, and what you were expecting is a continuation of the trend, and that pretty much didn't play out. So at the moment, I think it's key to understand the weekly bar, and this is pretty much the same on all the markets. So this weekly bar here was a piercing pattern. In other words, it gapped below and then it closed sort of midway and higher of the previous week. And then we had this massive pin bar. So this inverse pin bar is often, more often than not, is that it indicates that we are at a reversal position. So it's hard to explain, but if you actually just look through price action, if you just scroll through, I'm trying to see if I can see something here to indicate, well, there's one there, a reverse one. So you can see it looks like it's a continuation. It is a long tail to the downside, but often what happens is then you get a confirmation that it is a reversal. So it's often a reversal. People refer to it as a hanging man, but you gap up and you've got a nice pin bar structured. But when you look at this without the red bar, you'd be saying, okay, that was a triangle break, and it was a retest of triangle. Now we're looking for a continuation, but it then tricks everybody and it moves to the downside. So just want to see if there's one more just to highlight that. I don't think I've seen one recently. But anyway, if I see one of the lower time frames, I'll share it with you. So at the moment, trend is definitely down on the weekly, but this that we're seeing here is something we do need to pay attention to. There is also a weekly level that I want us to keep in the back of our mind, which is right here. I don't see another one. Well, there is another one close by. Let's just put that one there. Okay, so there's your top level and your bottom level, and you can see we're pretty much inside that zone. So let's get down to levels that we're interested in today. First things first, break above this area here. We're talking about a double bottom, a pretty big double bottom. And if we find support up here, so let's just put that level in, then you are looking at a potential, sorry, that's not the right one, that's the right one there. Then you are looking at a potential double bottom, cup and handle, if you want to. Doesn't matter what you want to call it, is pretty much a setup that is brewing on the 8th hour. So that's the one scenario. So this is 12,666 that you need to pay attention to. We're also heading into earnings seasons now, so that is going to be something you need to pay attention to. If we are looking on the 3 hour, you can see we have a crossover. The moving average is brewing. However, no real diversions, but we've got sort of a grouping of the oscillators at the moment, so could be a situation where we're just going to range in this big range until everybody figures life out. So, and that would be the top of the range, or even that could be the top of the range, and then this the bottom of the range. But that's kind of what we're looking at the moment. However, we've had one break above the 155. We've got a second break above the 155. We've got another crossover brewing. So if we come back and find support on some structure, I would be a buyer. So at the moment, you can see what happened yesterday. We had a really strong move to the upside. Things were going pretty well. And all these buyers that are coming in, as I said yesterday, they've been coming in for 2 days. And then we plummet at the bottom, and then more buyers come in. And look at the move from there. So nice decent crossover. Don't like the way the oscillators are looking. So obviously we're looking for pullbacks. Now inside this zone, you can see every one of these tails is going to offer some sort of support. And I'm just going to put 2 extra ones in here so we don't get too noisy. There we go. So that zone there is probably the most logical one, and it is a retest of yesterday's high. So down to 15 minute, what you're looking for is a pullback onto structure. The structure is right here. So that's 12,493. You're looking for price to come back out. I'm actually just going to do that so it's a little bit closer. 12,484 is my level, and then pull back onto there. You've got a 100-point stop loss, because you can pick up your stop loss below one of these 2 swing lows here, and that will give you a fairly decent entry. I wouldn't be wanting to jump in long with the oscillators like they are now, so I'd want to see a pullback. If there is a deeper pullback, which is also possible, there is a fairly strong um, high that was set yesterday, so that would also be a buying opportunity at 12,360. So price getting back on those levels, you're looking for pin bars, you're looking for engulfing bars, and you're looking for inside bars, and that is going to give you the potential that you'd be looking at. But you can see how these buyers have been coming in here. Something is brewing. And if you just zoom back out to the hour and just ask yourself a question, why are people buying here? What do they know that we don't know? And this here just validates that, because you would have expected, with the data that came out, you would have expected it to just continue meandering down like this. And it didn't. It popped down and then up 4.8%. That is an indication that there's something brewing that we are totally unaware of. So I'd be very careful of a short bias at the moment. This could just be a pullback, but with a move like that, and I just want to monthly, have a look where the monthly is. We're still only halfway through the month, but a monthly close above this area here of 12,892 is basically going to set up a move much, much higher. So anyway, guys, that's kind of my view at the moment. Be very careful of being trapped with a single bias. You need to be able to be flexible enough to change your view very quickly. So we've been trading with the trend for quite some time, and been selling sort of every high, and I think you need to just reevaluate that stance at the moment. It may still continue, but then we'll wait for confirmation on that. For me now, this is a very telling situation with a big move down and a big move up like that. This wasn't confusion, this is premeditated, just because of what you see down here with all these buyers. So somebody was accumulating here, or lots of people are accumulating based on something they know, and they're basically hit the jackpot at the moment. Anyway, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, because we don't have all the data available to us. But we can trade with them. We just miss out the first part of the move, and as far as I'm concerned, this could be the first part of the move. Hope that makes sense, and hope it helps, and we will catch up with you on Monday morning. Cheers for now.